Hey everybody, how's it going? Jake here. Welcome back to Firework. I'm thinking this is going to be the last episode, but we'll see. We are on chapter 6, the bulletin board. Missing. Chen Kingxi, female, age 27, grade 3, Chinese teacher in Kington Primary School. She was missing after leaving school on the 23rd. Why is her picture just blacked out like that? It's not great. All right. Where do you think she went? I heard that it rained on the day she disappeared. Do you think it's possible that she fell into the river? Chen's granddaughter was Miss Chen's student. Nothing good has happened to anyone who got close to that family. Right? People have been saying that they received calls from Tian's daughter-in-law in the middle of the night. I also heard that the town is going to hold a memorial for Miss Chen. Why would they hold a memorial when they haven't even found the body? Miss Chen is young and single. It'd be ominous that she died away from home. If they had performed a ritual earlier, the spirits wouldn't have caused so much trouble. Okay. Great. Not great? Not great. I'm going to go with not great. It's not great. To the left. Nope. Okay. To the right. Miss Chen. Hi, kids. Kids? What are you doing? Okay, hold on. I gotta mess with some stuff. Does this work?
We're here to look for Miss Chen. People have been saying that Miss Chen fell in the water and drowned. But we believe she'll come back. Grandma said if we release lanterns into the water, the people who fell into the water will follow the lanterns and find their way back.
It's dangerous to go near the river. I'll help you release the lanterns.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Officer.
All right, so we're going to release the lanterns. And off they go. Down the river. Happy kids? Probably not. Your teacher might be dead. Oh, am I? Oh, I am controlling it. Oh, okay, shit. Leaf. No leaf. Oh, okay. This is ominously beautiful. Chapter 6, Milky Way. Miss Chen?
Officer, what brought you here?
I'm looking for you. So are many people.
Sorry for worrying you all. A lot of things have happened recently. My mind is a mess. All my troubles seem to disappear every time I come here.
What is this place?
This is an empty field behind my house. When I was little, I accidentally fell into a dry well while I was playing here. It was at night, and I was very scared. I had no idea how much time had passed, and I inadvertently looked up. And I saw something that I'd never forget for my whole life. I seemed to have forgotten my fear. I was just staring at the bright, starry sky. Then someone dropped a rope down to me. I slowly climbed up the rope. As I climbed closer to the top, my range of vision grew wider. As soon as I made it out of the dry well, the entire starry sky stretched out before me. But I didn't find the person who dropped the rope down, and I didn't tell my parents about this when I got home. I thought it was just an unforgettable childhood experience that stuck with me. But after spending some time in King Tun, I finally understood. The children here are like me when I was trapped in a well. They can only look up and see a little part of the starry sky. I want to be the one who throws the rope to them. I want these children to go out and see the world. Miss Chen, I know you want to help those children. They are also waiting for you to return. It's time. We can use this rope to climb out of here. By the way, Miss Chen, something just came to my mind. I promised you that I'd tell you how I obtained those clues when the Tian family's case was solved. There's no need. I got the gist of it. You're different from everyone else. This could be destiny. You're destined to be a cop who seeks justice for the dead. I'll try to be that person, Miss Chen. I believe in you. By the way, officer, I can't climb up by myself. Will you climb up there and then drag me up? I'm not heavy. You can definitely do it. I have a ominous feeling about this. Oops. It was so close, almost within reach. I start to understand how Miss Chen felt when she climbed up the well. I find myself wanting to share my feelings at that moment. But as I turn around, Miss Chen is gone. All I saw was the bottomless well, with its water reflecting the starry horizon. Where did Miss Chen go? No one knows. Maybe she went somewhere far away and will return someday. Or maybe she's become one of the stars in the Milky Way. You're finally awake. You fainted twice tonight. That's serious. Zhang? Captain Liu? Well, why am I here?
Ha! You even asked the same thing twice. You passed out in a bathroom. If no one had found you, you would have to lie on the floor all night.
Bathroom? Was there a broken mirror with a rose in there?
Yes, there's one with a rose pattern.
My speculation was right. I entered that world when I looked at the mirror in the bathroom of the Tian's house.
Captain, is Lexun always like this? Did he bump his head?
He just woke up. He's still trying to figure out what happened. Zhang, I have to report to our superiors about the case. Stay here and take care of Lexun. Captain, are there any progress on the Tian family case? Lexun, do you know about that case? Yes, that's exactly why I went to the Tian's house to investigate.
That's perfect. It'll save us time from explaining. Basically, there's a new suspect in the case.
Who is it?
You probably met him before. He's the doctor at the clinic, Yi Jingshan.
Are there any evidence? We searched the Tian's house again and discovered that some of the salt in the kitchen was laced with rat poison. The bag of salt had been resealed and barely left any traces. This can never be done in just 1 or 2 attempts. The clues led us to the clinic's storage room. We found a large amount of similar salt packages in there. It's likely that he practiced many times to ensure that the seal was intact.
And Yi Jingshan had a motive for the murder.
I heard about the grudge between Tian Zhangrong and Yi Jingshan. There's still something that doesn't make sense.
Right, but there's no way to continue the investigation. The suspect is dead. I'm afraid this case will become an unsolved case.
Yi Jingshan is dead?
Yeah, he was burned to death. It happened near the Tian's house. Yi Jingshan's car was completely burned. All that was left was the frame. We found a body and it suspected it to be Yi Jingshan. It's been delivered to Miss Song for an autopsy.
How did the car catch on fire?
There was a lot of fireworks in the car. Perhaps Yi Jingshan was transporting them from the city for someone else. We also found cigarette butts in the car. Yi Jingshan was probably smoking while driving, and a cigarette butt accidentally dropped on the fireworks and ignited them.
Zhang Ming, have you checked if Yi Jingshan was a smoker?
Well, he secretly smoked and was seen by several of his patients.
He did smoke. I saw him do it.
Was gonna say, the more you want to hide it, the more you'll likely get caught. Anyway, why did he hide the fact that he was a smoker?
The more you want to hide it, the more likely you'll get caught.
What the fuck? What's wrong, Lezion?
That's incorrect. There's something wrong.
Lezion?
Exam must have thought about something. Don't disturb him.
You want to smoke? Oh, don't tell anyone about me smoking. Always tell the old folks here to smoke less, and I can't justify it if they find out I smoke too.
Now that I think about it, Yi Jingshan seemed to have deliberately smoked in front of me. But why did he pretend to smoke? Why would he pretend to smoke? Uncle Wang? Why am I here? Who gave me this pack of cigarettes? Zhaozuan, my legs are in pain again. Will you go to the pharmacy and pick up some medicine for me? Go to the one in the west of town. Don't go to Yi's clinic. Sure. Get some rest, Mom. Don't push yourself too hard. Dr. Yi? Will this plan really work?
Who do you think has the most say in the Tian family after Tian Yu's death?
My father-in-law?
No, it's still Tian Yu. You also know that your in-laws trusted the witch very much before, but who they believed in is not the witch, it's Tian Yu. This is a rare opportunity. You need to pretend to be possessed by Tian Yu and get your in-laws' trust. That way, you'll get the chance to escape with Fang Fang.
But will they believe it?
Miss Zhao, did Tian Yu smoke?
Yeah, he used to smoke the same brand of cigarettes as you do.
I don't smoke. A patient's family member gave it to me just now. I'm just holding the cigarette in my hand, and you mistakenly thought I smoke. Apply the same principle. Do what Tian Yu often did. After a while, you'll believe that the soul summoning is working. Lastly, you need to mimic one key behavior to convince them you're truly possessed. It's something you would never do.
I hate eating fish. I feel sick every time I smell it. I've never had a bite of fish since I married into the Tian family. But, Tian, you loved eating fish.
Then you'll slowly adapt to eating fish during this period of time. I can prescribe some anti-vomiting medicine for you. However, the medicine's efficacy is limited. The adaptation process will be painful.
I understand. I'll do anything as long as I can get Fong Fong out of here.
Damn.
Look, Zune, did something come to your mind? Captain Liu, Yi Jingshang's death is too strange. I don't have time to explain now. I want to take a look at his body. No problem. I'll handle things on Jinhui's side. Zhang Ming, set up roadblocks on the main roads in town. Report to me right away if you encounter anyone suspicious.
Roger that. He's not going anywhere on my watch.
Look, Zune, I'll wait for the outcome. Understood, Captain. I won't let you down.
All right.
The autopsy room is at the end of the hallway.
All right.
Pictures?
Tian family's crime scene photos are hanging on the wall. Exploring the Tian's house was like a dream. After learning what everyone in the Tian family went through, I feel surreal looking at the way they died, as if I just woke up from a dream. Okay. Red lights, which is a red flag. Hi, corpse. The charred skeleton can be vaguely seen through the white cloth. The strong smell of fireworks greets you alongside the remaining warmth. It's as if the bones are still burning deep inside. No, I guess we're removing the cloth.
Who are you? Are you Jinhui? I'm Lin Lijun. I'm new here. Oh, you're the rookie who passed out during the first dispatch. Never mind. Zhang Ming wasn't any better when he just joined the team. Captain Liu told me beforehand. Wanna know if this body is my senior schoolmate Yi? Yi? Your senior schoolmate? Ah, I used to call him like that. Jinhui, you and Dr. Yi graduated from the same school? We both graduated from Chongqing Medical University. He graduated 2 years earlier than me. Did Dr. Yi study forensics as well? I would say he was half forensic. Well, during an anatomy class, he found something wrong with the organ of a donated corpse that died from a heart attack. Later, the lecturer invited the head of the forensic medicine department, a renowned individual in forensic science, Professor Liu Yuqiang, to perform an autopsy. After Professor Liu's autopsy, it was determined that the donated corpse was killed by medicine that can cause myocardial infarction. The suspect was arrested soon after, and Yi became a star on campus. Professor Liu hoped that Yi could work with him. Although Yi's department didn't let him go, he investigated many cases with Professor Liu. That's why Dr. Yi said that he knew a lot of cops. Yeah, everyone thought Yi was a rising star in the forensic field, but after graduation, he opened a small clinic in town. I heard that it was because his parents didn't want him to be a forensic doctor. They believed that his job would bring them bad luck. Professor Liu was also my supervisor. He seemed devastated every time this was brought up. Sorry for talking so much. It's okay. I want to know about Dr. Yi anyway. Let's get down to business. You wanted to know if this corpse is Yi Jingshan, right?
Yes, and we need to do it as soon as possible because we are running out of time.
It won't be easy because Yi Jingshan was adopted and we couldn't find his blood relatives for many years. Additionally, there are too many samples in the clinic. Analyzing them one by one will take too long.
Jinhui, there's a way to determine it in a short time.
Oh? What is it? I see. I didn't expect you to know this.
So, is this method feasible?
It surely is, but the bones are severely damaged. Putting the bones back into their original arrangement is a lot of work. The trainee my superior sent hasn't arrived yet. If I do this alone, it will take a long time.
So is there any other way?
I was hinting that you should help me, silly.
Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? Oh, fuck, okay. Putting bones back together. Putting bones back together. Putting bones in places. Putting bones back together. I don't like the crunching sounds that it makes. This is disturbing. Okay. It's this piece. Oh, I can rotate them. Okay. I think that's what I want. But this. This is right. Great. Then we have you go here. Oh, come on. Maybe. It just doesn't. There it goes. Just didn't want to line up quite right. All right, and then we have you. I'm pretty sure you go down here. Might be mistaken, but nope, that's right. Okay, and you are what, up here? Yeah. Putting bones back together.
Your hypothesis was right.
Thanks for your hard work, Jinhui. I'll report this to Captain Liu. Jinhui, I know it's bad news regardless of whether Dr. Yi is dead or alive. There may be hidden truth in this case. We'll definitely find him and ask him for the truth.
Okay. Thanks, Lee Jun. You can use the phone in the office to contact Captain Liu.
Let's go contact Captain Liu about bones. Hey, Captain, we got some bones. Hey, Captain Liu.
Soon, how are things going there?
Jinhui has confirmed that the body isn't Yi Jingshan.
Good, Lixun. Good thing you noticed something was off. You can always find clues that others can't, just like your dad. We're gonna check the bus station and train stations. He's not going anywhere.
Captain, can I ask you a favor? Okay. Chapter 7, Incinerate. Officer?
How did you know it was me before I even started to talk?
Almost no one knows this number. You answered a call from this number at the public phone market owned by the Tians. I guess you memorized the number back then.
You're very smart, Yi Jingshan. You almost fooled everyone.
But not you.
If you had taken that train just now, your plan would have succeeded. Yi Jingshan, we have you surrounded. I asked my superior for some time to ask you some questions alone.
You got me. I have nothing to say.
This isn't an interrogation. It's an equal communication. Someone once taught me to exchange questions for questions. You probably also have a lot of questions for me.
What's the point of doing this?
I know you didn't poison the family. I don't want to pin it on the wrong person, but I also want to know why you did what you've done.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've treated me as a pawn ever since I entered the clinic. You led me to investigate the Tian family case because you've created a new suspect for the case. You pretended to be a smoker in front of me so I'd believe, yet you burned to death in a fire due to your smoking habit. This way, Zhao Zhaozhuan could be cleared of charges, and the real murderer would be burned to death while you escaped. I answered your question. Now it's your turn to answer mine. Why did you help Zhao Zhaozhuan escape the Tian family?
I was trafficked here as a kid, but the townspeople are unaware of this. I barely shared this secret with people. Zhao Zhaozhuan was trapped here, just like me. I helped her, just like helping my patients. Her illness came from this place, so leaving here was her best treatment. It's my turn to ask a question. How did you discover that I wasn't dead?
Your plan was very thorough, but the corpse gave you away.
Which part of the body gave me away?
Your ribs were broken by Tian Jingrong. Under normal circumstances, even if your ribs had recovered, there would be fibrocartilage calluses. Our forensic expert spent the whole night putting the ribs together and found out that the ribs didn't have any calluses.
Seems like I underestimated your forensic expert.
Forensic expert was none other than the student of the famous Liu Yuquang. She was your schoolmate. It's my turn to ask a question. Why did you try to take the blame?
I've thought of the worst scenario when I helped Zhao Zhaozhuan develop an escape plan. But I didn't expect that the situation would get much worse. After her death, people called her a madwoman, a psycho, a murderer, which I didn't expect either. It was my plan that killed Zhao Zhaozhuan and Fang Fang. I should be the one to bear the charges.
Dr. Yi, no one could predict that things would go in that direction.
That was my first reason. My second reason. Since I was a child, my adoptive parents kept telling me that I was abandoned by my biological parents. My adoptive parents arranged a lot of things that I didn't want. I never resisted. I wanted to repay them for the kind act of nurturing me. They didn't tell me the truth until they were on their deathbeds. They'd been deceiving me for their whole life. After they passed away, I didn't shed a tear, nor did I feel relieved. The name Yi Jingshan still trapped me here. I wanted this name to bear all the charge, and I will start a new life with a new identity.
Any other reasons?
That counts as another question. It's my turn to ask. I left you with a question during our first call. How did you find these clues?
I investigated the Tian family and uncovered key information.
I knew the Tian family. There was nothing to investigate there.
There's a saying in the field of forensics that forensics is a profession that can communicate with the dead.
Yes, but that's just an analogy.
I can also communicate with the dead. I can see into their past. I know secrets that only the dead know.
Perhaps this unreasonable answer is the most reasonable.
Can you continue to answer that question now? Oh, why does it skip like that? Ugh. No, stop skipping. Dr. Yi, do you have any Tongjian brand's cough medicine?
I happened to restock a batch recently. I'll get a pack for you.
Thank you. Oh, Dr. Yi, Fong Fong and I will leave Qingtan next month. I came to say goodbye. I don't know if we'll have a chance to meet again in the future.
Ms. Zhao, the last step of the plan is that you have to go somewhere even I won't be able to find. The ideal scenario is not to meet up again. However, if we're destined to meet again, maybe we will meet somewhere in the world.
Oh, a while ago, my father-in-law won 4 cruise tickets. My in-laws don't like to travel far, so I gave one to Miss Chen. And I wish to give the last one to you. You've been in town for such a long time. You should go out and relax.
Who's there? Dr. Yi, the infusion bottle is almost empty. Okay, I'll change it right away. I'm sorry, it's autumn and there are many patients in the clinic. I'm overwhelmed. Miss Zhao, thank you for your kindness, but...
It's okay. I'll reserve it for you. Tell me if you want to go one day.
Sure. Thank you. She was a respectable person. She was not only saving herself, but me as well. I didn't understand at that time, but it was too late when I did. After she died, I told myself that I should try to leave.
She wouldn't want you to leave in this way.
But I'm the type of person that can't move forward without being pushed. And when I finally decided to move forward, I realized I was still trapped.
You obviously had the opportunity to get in the train before I showed up.
Officer Lin, do you see the mountains ahead? They're like piled up ashes. When I stare at them, I feel indescribable confusion and fear. Maybe they're just a mass of lifeless ashes. Or maybe they're still smoldering inside.
I feel as if I can
see my biological parents. Their figures are vague. They're wandering through the mountains like ghosts. Their mouths are open, and they are calling out. Maybe calling my name. But I've forgotten my original name long ago. I didn't understand until then that I'm homeless. There isn't any place for me in the world. A home that was once warm, the people who can accompany me. I've been buried in these mountains of ashes.
Dr. Yi, you have any questions?
I have no more questions. I only have one request. Officer Lin, please forget the conversation that just happened. I'm the criminal who killed 3 Tian family members and caused Xiao Xiaoshuan to commit suicide.
Yi Jingshan, you're suspected of arson and desecration of a human corpse. You're under arrest in accordance with the law. After re-investigation, the police discovered Yi Jingshan falsified the evidence of him killing the Tian family. The identity of the burned corpse was also confirmed. It was Wang Jingkai, the owner of the small store. Yi Jingshan was prosecuted for arson, desecration of a human corpse, and falsifying evidence. The Tian family murder case was back to its original state. The case was closed again. Actually, I still have one more question for Yi Jingshan. I want to know if another person was also involved in his plan. I don't think he will answer this question. I also have my own answer. I will keep this answer in my heart forever. June, what do you see this time? There's nothing but blank white space. Where's the hearse carrying your father? It didn't continue to chase the hearse. I stopped and watched it until it disappeared from my sight. Why didn't you chase it? I just saw the miseries in this world. I also saw souls struggling painfully in it. I shouldn't have chased after my dad's honor and glory. There are still people suffering at the bottom of the dark abyss. That's where I should go.
Oh, back to the bulletin board. There are several announcements posted on the public bulletin board. Read the obituary. A volunteer teacher of Kingtown Primary School, Chen King-si, has passed away at the age of 27, hereby notified Culture and Education Office of Kingtown Town Government. Recently, King He Times has reported on the tomb robbery in Kingtown Town, which has caused an outcry. King He Times reporter conducted a secret investigation and found a tomb robbery syndicate led by Tian that had existed for a long time and had engaged in tomb robbery and sales of cultural relics. As the tomb robbery cases surfaced, the cultural relic trades exposed were even shocking. According to the ledger, which was made public by King He Times, there were hundreds of buyers. Currently, the King He municipal government has gathered forces from all walks of life to protect King Tong's cultural relics and crack down on illegal and criminal activities. Is that it? Alright, I guess I'm just gonna go investigate other places then. Game. No kids, just a mountain of ash.
A few days ago, someone found this letter downstream. It's completely damaged after being soaked in water. To King He Times editorial office, King He City, was written on the envelope. It was signed by Chen King-si. The letter is soaked and damaged. It's impossible to read what was written. We speculate, based on the fragmentary content, that this is a resignation letter. Miss Chen probably wanted to quit her job at the press and stay here to continue teaching. However, this letter didn't make it to the destination.
Aw.
Miss Chen's funeral is being held in town today. According to the custom here, there will be fireworks at the funeral. People believe fireworks can help missing souls find their way. This is a funeral without the body of the deceased. Sounds absurd, What if we spend 2, 3, 5, 10 years looking for Miss Chen? Who would hold a funeral for her by then? Will anyone remember her?
Epilogue. Like tears in the rain. Farewell. All right. And the credits roll. That, everyone, was Firework. So this game came out a few years ago. It got released on Game Pass. I decided to give it a shot because it was up there in like the recently added list. And I'm glad I played this. This is one of those games where it's minimalist, but still creepy, has a great story. It's very, very well done. Games like this are so underappreciated, and it sucks to see games go underappreciated. We should always appreciate the things that small creators make, and even keep an eye out for them, because they might end up being some of the best experiences you ever have. So, this game was great. I really, really, really enjoyed this. And if you've never played it, play it for yourself, try it out, go for it. I kind of want to check out other games from this developer. I don't know if they are still making games or not, but this is so unique in its own special way. And it's great to see things like this. So great. I'm like at a loss for words, because I'm like, this was such a great experience. It's a short, like, I think it was 5 hours or so, but I was also doing the talking, so I guess it's supposed to be more like 3 hours roughly. But doing the voiceovers alongside just to give it a little bit of oomph was part of the lengthening of the game. But thank you all so much for watching this game and watching me play this game. Like I said, great experience. Glad I got to play it. I'll be playing more stuff here very, very, very soon. I've got a few games lined up that I'm ready to go try out. Oh, man. What a time. I'm going to let this finish out. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.